Hello, it's Amy from amyparkerart.com and founder of Creative Warriors Membership. I am so excited to be hanging out with my friend Michelle today from Inner Journey Studios. She's amazing. Those of you that follow me already know Michelle because we're very connected and she's already been all over my page. But anyway, for those of you that don't know Michelle, I would like you, Michelle, if you would please tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for that amazing introduction. You have totally made my day. I am like on top of the world right now. As Amy said, I'm Michelle Boardman from Inner Journey Studios, where I help busy women prioritize their self-care through art journaling. And I run a membership that's based on art journaling called the Creative Kaleidoscopes.
Which I'm in,
And
by the way.
I love having you in my membership. And what I love doing, what I'm most passionate about is teaching art journaling, because I believe that no matter where you are on your artistic journey, art journaling can really help you dive deeper and explore your artistic self. So like, I know, Amy, a lot of your audience and your creative warriors, because I'm in your membership too, and I love, hello, creative warriors. Big shout out to you all. Mwah. My creative warrior sisters. I know a lot of your members are actually selling their artwork and are established fine artists and things like that. And the art journaling can be a way for even established artists to just explore and play and, maybe find some new depths and new avenues to go on in their art journey. So
100%. And
yeah.
you know me, Michelle, like my favorite thing in the world to create for art is abstract paintings. And
Mhm.
even though in my membership, because I do a painting tutorial that I give them the rights to use for their own collectors group, I give them those rights to use those paintings. And what I give them every month, they're not abstracts. I may put some in there at some point, but they're mostly like landscapes, seascapes, some
Mhm.
still lifes, things like that, because they're quick or fast sellable paintings and designs. But I do have a collector base, a smaller collector
Mhm.
base that is very interested in my abstract paintings. And so what I really love the Creative Kaleidoscope for is inspire me all the time with the way that you teach and
Oh,
what you
thank you.
show on how to do backgrounds and how to do your mixed media and things like that. And it really inspires me to give, different spins on my own abstract painting. So that is one thing that I really, really love about your teaching style and what you
Oh, thank
teach in your
you.
membership. Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm honored because
Yeah.
by the way, I'm one of your collectors. I have
Yes.
two Amy originals hanging in my house, and I absolutely love them that I
Yes. And
bought
thank
last
you.
year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Creative Warriors, which is the membership that I have,
Mhm.
may or may not be open by the time of you viewing this video here with Michelle and I. But there should be a link in or around here for you to either join or to jump on the wait list. I do only open up 2 times a year to the public. So keep your eyes
Mhm.
peeled for that. Now, inside of my membership, I teach you how to make money with your artwork. I focus a lot on how to market your paintings online organically using social media, how you don't really need a website to get going. I didn't have a website when I first started. I built a large collector base in a short period of time. I was able
Mhm.
to pay my bills consecutively for 3 years plus online, just selling my paintings. And I knew, thank you, Michelle.
Amazing.
I knew that artists would love to know about this, especially artists who were struggling to sell their paintings, artists that were dreaming, like, geez, I wonder if I could sell a painting.
Mhm.
Um, Artists that are not very techy that are like, well, I would like to do that, but I don't really have the skills to do that and things like that. So that's why I put together the membership, which just passed its first birthday. And
Happy birthday.
thank you. And my members have been, getting all kinds of wins and successes. And it's just amazing to watch them grow throughout the year. It's just fascinating. And I'm so happy to be able to share these strategies that I have created for my own business. Because honestly, there's not really a lot of people that would do that. Be like, here, I'll give you this information, let you into my world, and hold you by the hand and show you how to do this.
Oh, and you are so generous. If I can, I'm sorry, I just have to interrupt here to tell everybody, you are so generous with how you share your information. I have been studying in the online world for more years than I will ever admit. And I've taken a lot of art classes and business classes, and I can tell you there is a difference. I have had classes that I've taken where the person's teaching, but they're not really sharing, if that makes sense. Like they don't want you to actually use it. There's like this competitive feel. There's
Right.
all of this, like, you can learn how to do this, but don't sell the art you make from those. Or you've got to give me 100% credit if
Right.
you make something that's even similar based on the whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm all about giving credit where credit's due. So don't get me wrong on that. But this is more of a, I'm going to hold my stuff really close and I'm only going to share certain things, but not really everything. Oh my, y'all, Amy shares everything. Like, I have never been in a membership where somebody gives so much. She's like an open book. Anything you want to know, I don't think I've ever seen her hold back on anything.
Yeah, if I know it, if I know it. So,
It's amazing.
if I don't know something, I'm not going to pretend that I do, right? But I will try and find a resource where they can get the information.
Yeah.
But my trainings that I've set up for them, which includes 5 chapters of trainings, have been very helpful. And like I said, they're making successes, and I'm so very proud of them. But because we do a lot of focusing on selling paintings, Michelle, and I'm excited to hear this story myself because I have not personally heard it, but I know we talked a little bit prior about you maybe giving a story about you selling a painting. And I know I want to hear it. I'm sure my members would love to hear it too. So you have the floor, my dear.
Oh, I'm so excited to share this because I'm hopeful it will inspire those of you listening to take a leap of faith and have some confidence and show your artwork. So many years back, I was a brand new baby artist. Like, I was the one that back in middle school, my art teacher looked at my still life and said, that is not what that's supposed to look like. You are not an artist. Bam, you got an F. Like, I got a D or an F in art in middle school. And I did not do, like, I did artistic stuff, but I wouldn't do art going forward because I was so afraid to. I felt like such a failure.
And I have heard this same
So
story,
many
different
times.
versions, but the
Right.
same, story from numerous artists. So thank you for
Yeah.
bringing that up, Michelle. And to this day, I mean, come on, you're a
Yeah.
true artist.
Oh, I love
Your
you.
stuff's
Thank
amazing.
you.
But anyway,
Well,
go
and
ahead.
so and this again, hopefully this will inspire some of you. A lot of us here growing up that you're either an artist or you're not. So I was not, besides the middle school thing, I was not an artist. I couldn't sit down and draw stuff out and it look amazing. Like, I was creative in other ways. But I knew when I was in my early 40s, I was like, my soul needs to paint. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever felt that, but it was so loud in my head and I had to find a way. So I found a class and I started taking some classes. Well, one of the first pieces I did was a very abstract, it was a 30-inch by 30-inch. So it was a fairly large piece, totally abstract, intuitive, mixed media art that I was creating. And what came out of it was this mermaid, basically. And now, again, at that time, I would tell you, I'm not an artist. I couldn't draw on that, but it was just like she was there. So I finished the art piece and, I brought her out and I posted it on my Facebook page. Not business page, y'all. This was not, I didn't have a business. I was not looking to sell my art, nothing. I just posted it because I was so proud of what I had created. And I was so scared to post it because people can be mean online sometimes.
Right.
So I put it out there and no joke, less than like 10 minutes later, I get a private message from a friend of a friend's because they had commented on it. So their friend saw it, how Facebook works. I didn't even know this person. They private messaged me and said, how much is she? We really want to buy this for our daughter's birthday. And I was like, I quick sent an email to my teacher. I'm like, how do I don't know how to price this. She's like, tell them it's $500. I was like, oh, no, like it only costs about, $40 to make. She's like, no. And she's explaining, how to price your work and this and that, which Amy, by the way, if you've never had this conversation or thought about pricing your artwork, it's a thing. We all go through it. And Amy brilliantly will hold your hand through how to price your artwork in her membership.
Yeah, so it is a very big question.
It's a big one. So at that time, because I was a new artist, I priced it at $500. And I'm not going to lie, y'all, I threw up in my mouth a little bit when I sent that email. I know. Is that gross? I probably shouldn't have said that. There's better ways of saying that, I'm sure. I was so flippin' scared, Amy. Like, I was so scared. I'm like, it's $500. And I was shaking and I hit send. Y'all, they freaking bought it. I was like, it was all I could do not to be like, are you sure? You want to pay that much for it? Are you crazy? I mean, it was nice, but I didn't think it was, it was my first one. So since then, though, that helped me realize, and Amy teaches this, that you don't always know what people are going to like or what they're going to want to buy. Or, I've had paintings that I did that I thought were flippin' brilliant. Can I say that about my own stuff? I mean, y'all, if you've done enough art, when you have a painting you're so proud of and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Everyone's going to love it. And it's crickets. And then you have something you threw together in 10 minutes and you put it up and you have a bidding war going on. And you're like, really? Why that one versus that one? We can't always tell what people want. But yeah, that's I don't know if it's a great story, but that was the very first painting.
It is definitely a great story.
And it was the first painting I actually did, like a real painting with real art supplies that I shared on my page. And I was just like, wow, maybe I could do this. And then I've, of course, gone on to sell many more since then. But
I mean, how amazing to sell your first piece for a wonderful price.
Yeah.
In a quick way. I mean, I want everyone to know this does not always happen.
No.
It's wonderful that this happened to Michelle, and it may have happened to some of you, but it doesn't always happen that way. When you have the desire to start building an art business, it takes some of us a shorter period of time. It takes some of us a longer period of time.
Yes.
Within my membership, all of our members are at different levels and stages of their creative journey, with actually creating and actually selling and growing their business. So there's, different levels within there. And whether you want to sell just a few paintings, you want like a regular side hustle or a full-time gig, like I have done, you're welcome. You're welcome to check out Creative Warriors. And when I'm open, you're welcome to join. We would love to have you. And I'm so glad that you shared that story with us, Michelle, that successful story. It
was great. So exciting.
Yeah. And because you are in my membership as well, and we are longtime business friends. But there was something that you had asked recently, and you did get some great feedback from my members. And it was about an art show that you were recently doing. So I don't know if you can give a little bit of information on that, so that people that are watching that are wondering, what could this membership do for me? Maybe you could just speak about that a little bit.
Absolutely. One of the things I love about Creative Warriors, Amy, is that when I came into your membership, I had been selling my own artwork online for a while. So I personally was fairly comfortable with the online process and sharing my work online. And that for me was comfortable. I know that's not necessarily the norm in your membership. People come in to learn that. So that for me, I was like, okay, I'm okay. But I had an opportunity to do an art fair. Now, I've never done an art fair before. It's not my thing. I don't vend. Well, with COVID, I haven't done any in-person stuff. But even before that, it just wasn't what I did. So I had an opportunity. And because I'm in your membership and I see what other people are doing, I was like, maybe I should try this. Maybe I should give this a try. So I said yes, and I sent in my form and everything. And then I panicked. I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what to do. Like, do I have to have 500 paintings ready to sell? Do I what the heck do I do for this? So I was able to, because I'm in your membership, I was able to ask you and the other creative warriors, hey, y'all, this is what I have going on. This is the location. This is the situation. Can anybody give me any advice, any ideas? What can I sell there? How should I set up my booth? What price point should I have? Like all of the things, like my brain, because I had no clue. Oh my gosh, because of that, like the feedback I got from you and the other CW women and men. We have men in there now. It's so exciting. It's such a great diverse group. Because of the other creative warriors, I was able to go and have a very successful show for my first art fair. I was so excited. I had art kits to sell. I had like a flyer up with my QR code. I hadn't thought to do that. And somebody's like, no, you have to do that so they can scan it. And they told me what to do. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that was a thing. Collecting email, like all this stuff. I won't go into details because I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but
Right.
there was a lot of advice I got. And it was, my success that day was, I say this without hesitation, 100% because of you and the other creative warriors.
Oh,
Because I wouldn't have known what to do. I would have been spinning. I would have been online trying to figure it out and getting overwhelmed. And
yeah.
because I could come to this amazing community and say, here's my art question. Here's my challenge. Does anybody know? And I was blown away by the outpouring of support and love. And even after the fact, somebody come and said, hey, by the way, how did it go?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
That's what I love about them too. I mean, the members
Great
are,
community.
it's a very uplifting, helpful, supportive community, 100%. And even
Absolutely.
though I teach mostly on how to build your business online, the other reason why I wanted you to speak about this in-person show that you did, because there are other creative warriors who have done and are doing in-person shows, but you can literally use that as momentum to build your online business.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so one tip, like Michelle just gave, how she could create a QR code, you can send them to basically any place that you want. And, we have tons of ideas on how you can merge the online and in-person together, so that you can, grow your art businesses that way. So thank you so much for those stories, Michelle.
Well, and you guide us through all of it. Like you hold everybody's hand through this. So I'm sure somebody's going, QR what? Huh? Amy teaches you all this, she just takes your hand and shows you what to do. And one of the things that I had started to say, and then I got off on, my tangent as I do, was that we're selling online. But like when I went into your membership early on, I was like, well, I don't really have collectors. That's not, I just sell my stuff. Like I was like, collectors are for people who are fine artists and, shmoosh shma and elevated in that. And I realized really quickly that we all, if we're selling our work, we can establish collectors, because there's collectors at every level in the
Yes.
art world. It's not just the people that are selling $1 million paintings.
Correct.
You know,
And the basis of
it's
my
amazing.
collector base has been used to purchasing pieces from me that are typically under $100, believe it or not,
Exactly.
because I'm a quick,
Mhm.
fast acrylic painter. Yes, I have sold pieces for, hundreds of dollars, and I've had a wide range, but for the most part, those quick, fast acrylic paintings have paid my bills.
Exactly.
And that's what I teach inside the membership. But, of course, we're not going to hold you back, and we're going to help you with your creative
Mhm.
dreams. Even though there's a lot of information within the membership, it's a go at your own pace
Mhm.
type of thing. It's not like hard pressure. It's okay to be where you're at and go ahead and just learn the next step and ask questions.
Well, and you teach different ways. So it's all online, but it's not just on a website gallery or in a Facebook group or in different ways. Like, you teach so many different ways that we can sell our paintings online. When I first came into it, I was like, well, to sell your paintings, you either throw them up on Facebook or you have a website gallery where they buy them there. And you teach so much more than that, how to do online shows and auctions and,
Yeah,
all different types of
right,
ways that you can sell your
right,
work online, which I
right,
love.
correct. And it doesn't mean that they have to do all of
No,
those, but
no.
whatever resonates with them, if they're used, like I had a lot of success with auctions. I did auctions, all the time. As well as the other strategies that I teach that you mentioned as well. So
Mhm,
auctions, shows, parties, and there's numerous ways within those itself to market yourself and present this type
mhm.
of, marketing strategy on how to sell. Michelle, thank you so much for being here today. I really
Thank
appreciate it. I
you.
had a
Thank
wonderful
you for
time with you.
having me.
Yeah. Before we go, I would really, really love it if you could tell everyone, because I know you all love Michelle, where they can go to follow you, find you, jump in your membership, whatever they want to do.
Yes, thank you so much, Amy. I have loved being here. Anytime I get a chance to talk with you and your audience, I love it, because you attract the most amazing people to you.
Oh,
I love being a small part of your sphere. It's amazing. So
oh,
let's be friends, y'all. Come find me. I am most active on Facebook, and you can find me at Inner Journey Studios with an S, Studios. That's probably the best place to find me. And there you'll find everything about my membership. And I offer free tutorials and lots of different things like that. So you can also find me under the same name on Instagram. And my website is www.innerjourneystudios.com. So
yay.
Journey Studios is where it's at. Wherever you want to go, that's where you'll find me.
Awesome. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you have any questions for myself or Michelle, please go ahead and put them right in the comments, and we will come back, review, check it over, answer you, and all that stuff. Don't forget to go check out Michelle at Inner Journey Studios. And we love you all. We'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.